Another kind of cool thing that Google is doing right now on a small scale right now, so it's not rolling out to everyone, but inside the Google app, if you do a Google search for an app, let's say, you do a search for, one of your favorite apps and you process that, right now you'll get a search result. Most people will get a search result that allows you to tap it and it'll take you over to the Play Store to install it there. But there's an experimental feature that is actually pulling up just an install button. You can install it right from your search result and not have that extra step of going to the Play Store and doing it through there. Is this a good move? I mean, it does. As we were talking about this earlier today on Tech News Today, and Megan's point was that, well, don't you like to read up on an app before you install it? And I mean, that's a pretty good point, right?
No? I just install APKs. Like, whatever. Look, I don't have time to go into the freaking Play Store and type in a name. Just look something up, okay?
There are best practices, and then there are Flo's practices.
Yeah. Go to the search bar, type in, dang it, I forgot to download Snapchat on this review phone. So I just go to search bar, type it in, and then I just, it's amazing. I don't have time for 7 screens of security. Just let me live dangerously.
And live dangerously you shall.
Although I appreciate those who take caution with their phones.
I mean, my answer on the show was well, different situations call for different things, right? Like if I'm doing a search for the Yelp app, or whatever app I already trust, I don't need to read the reviews, and it would be nice to be able to just click. But if I'm
Do you know Yelp is evil though?
I don't know. It's also helpful.
I know.
It's a helpful type of evil sometimes. Wait a minute. What am I missing? What's so evil about Yelp? I'm curious.
Well, they were letting people pay them to put their reviews up. And,
that. Okay.
All
right. I see what you're saying.
But that was years ago. That was many years ago. They stopped doing that in 2007.
Yeah, that's a long time ago in internet years. So
it is.
Yeah, I mean, as press people, I guess we probably set up more new phones than most people.
Yes.
And so for that, it would be cool to just hit the Google search bar and say Google keyboard instead of having to open the Play Store and go through everything and wait for Google Play services to update and all that stuff that you normally need to do.
But Andrew, we wouldn't have that problem if we had an actual backup solution where we could, put our username into a new phone and just immediately have all of our apps be there.
Wasn't that supposed to happen? Haven't they invented a solution for that problem 2 or 3 times?
But they do that to some degree, right?
To be fair to Google, I think they have a mechanism for it, and it's up to developers to use it. So there's your pain.
Yeah, I guess it's the difference between installing the apps and installing the apps with the data intact that you were used to having there. And if you want that data there, the developer actually has to create that.
See, Google needs to update their dev posters that they have. Those posters, and I think they're on the Dead Zebra website. You can buy them and tell them put backup solutions in your apps and do all these other things that will make Flo and Andrew's lives easier as journalists who cover this thing, because that's what really matters.
That's the poster? That's a very specific poster, but
I guess I would buy it.
I know, of course you two would buy it. Your name's on the poster.
You could buy it too, Jason, to support us. I know you would.
Yeah, I'll hang it up in my office. I'll hang it up in my room. I could do that.
Support.
Support.
Jeez.